This is Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and the ALMS Championship presented by Tequila Patron has reached the halfway stage as we get ready to rumble on the fastest and most challenging circuit of the year. Last time we raced at Lime Rock, we had a wild ending to the afternoon with a series of late race result-deciding crashes. Ryan Briscoe right on his chuff going up the hill. Oh, they touch! They touch! Cosmo's off! Briscoe looks to one side, but he stays on it. Cosmo spins. How did Bruno Junqueiro miss him? And that's the WeatherTech Porsche parked on the infield. There's been another incident. Here it is. Oh, and it's the 62 Colrisi Ferrari straight across the S's and torpedoes the WeatherTech in GTC straight out of the race. On board with Matteo Malicelli. He's racing for position and the Porsche moves across on him, sends him onto the grass. It's a sleigh ride with Malicelli in the passenger seat. Nothing he could do about that. Race director Paul Walter gave Briscoe the win, but the points for where he would have finished with a 60-second penalty, and he gave the winning points to Scott Sharp and Guy Cosmo. So this is how the championship looks now, and it could well look a bit different after this weekend because Ryan Briscoe hurt his wrist in an IndyCar crash last weekend and isn't here at Mosport. Also missing from the P1 lineup are Guy Smith and Chris Dyson, so this could well be the deciding weekend for Muscle Milk. Everywhere else, it's all wide open, so there's everything to race for in all 4 other championships. Now we're in Canada, just a 2-hour drive up north, and the temperature is still high as the teams get ready to qualify. GTC was as close as ever from second place downwards, but there was never any doubt about the pole. Jerome Blakemolin getting the most out of the WeatherTech Porsche when it mattered.
Great performance of the team, first of all. After having such a bad crash at Lime Rock, it's been amazing how these guys put the car together. We've been very fast from the beginning, really from the first lap on, so no issues at all. So they've given me a great car, reliable, fast, so hopefully now finally the bad luck is gone and we can win some races again.
GT was a tense affair as always, and it was a contest between Viper and Corvette, with times swapping back and forth and laps getting ever more lurid. Just as Jonathan Bomarito completed what turned out to be his pole lap, Jan Magnussen tried a wee bit too hard to match him and had a massive shunt. Mark Cousins couldn't make it a 1-2 for Viper and the session was red flag. Bomarito claiming Viper's first international pole for a decade.
This track does suit our car. You know, every track we've been to, we've been, you know, right there. And, you know, we're making small changes. This class is so competitive. All you can do is make little progress. And we chip away every weekend. And we're definitely here, and hopefully we're here for the rest of the year up front.
In PC, it was all about Colin Brown and Core Auto Sport, and he just set a convincing pole lap when there was yet another on-track drama. Another session was red flag, but the clock was only hovering over the minimum time that allows the race director to call the session finished. And there was an agonising wait to see what the decision would be.
Oh, I think there's a minimum time we have to reach, which my team says we reach the minimum time. So I don't know, I mean, we were almost half a second faster than anybody else, and we all did 6 or 7 laps. So, you know, we had the fastest car. Everybody knows we would be on the pole. So, not sure how they're going to do it. You know, all I can control is going as fast as I can from the time it starts to the time it ends, and we certainly did that. So we got a really good race car, and, you know, these Car Sport guys are ready to fight tomorrow.
In P2, it was all about newcomer Mike Conway, standing in for Ryan Briscoe. He'd never seen this car or this circuit before, but while everyone else scrapped over second, he went straight to the top spot.
Obviously, all last minute coming here. A bit, you know, unfortunate circumstances with Ryan being injured, but you know, happy to fill in, and yeah, it's an amazing place. Mosport is you know, a real high commitment circuit, and yeah, it kind of reminds me of, you know, some of the circuits back home in the UK, like Alton Park, Croft, where you really got to be committed, lots of elevation changes, and yeah, it's a really fun lap. So, you know, really happy to get pole, and you know, repay these guys for being in the car, and but you know, all the work to do tomorrow.
That left P1, and with a new crew in the Dyson car and the Delta Wing outgunned by the HPD Honda, Klaus Graf romped away with pole position, pretty much as expected.
It's really a blast to go around this in qualifying, low fuel, new tires, and I mean, it's a fun place. You gotta, you know, keep your concentration up very high, because, you know, it's speed's extremely high a whole lap, but very rewarding if you do a nice lap. And the car was very good. I mean, the Massimo guys did an awesome job. Good Michelin tires, they came in just right, so it was a good qualifying session for us. Very happy.
This weekend, it's a rare Sunday race for the ALMS teams, so the grid forms up in high temperatures, fractionally cooler than last weekend, but tyres could still be an issue, and so too, strangely, traffic as well.
Starting P3, only being 2/10 off the pace, makes me really proud. It was a good qualifying, we liked it, we really pushed it to the limit. We know on the big straight we are not having the speed to really defend, so we just, you know, we want to have a clean race, thinking about points, and well, you know, Team RLL always gives us the best strategy, good pit stops, and then we see where we end up.
Yeah, this track's been very good for Corvette. This weekend we're not quite as good as we have been, but our car was great yesterday afternoon for practice and qualifying. We got it a lot better this morning in warm-up, so both Oliver and I feeling quite a bit better about our chances for the race today. And then the 3 car obviously had a bit of an issue in qualifying yesterday, but the car was perfect this morning in warm-up. So we've got 2 good race cars and just a couple extra cars to pass during the race.
We've been a little off with our setup in the 01 car this weekend, kind of struggling a little bit. 02 car's been going good, got some information from them. We've been making headway on improving our car, so a little bit of an unknown today, but drive what I got, you know?
Lime Rock was unfortunate. We were running second and got taken out at the end with 2 minutes to go, and should be leading the points now, but now we're 5 points back in third, so it's not terrible. But the crew worked for 8 days straight to get the new car built and ready to go, and we've been leading just about every session except for one of them. So the car is perfect. Jerome did a killer lap there to put it on the pole, and you know, my goal is to give it to him in first place, and he'll take it home for the win.
Jerome picked me in qualifying there at the end. He did a really good lap on used tyres, and I didn't expect it coming. I didn't see that one. I thought I had pole and lost in the last second, so it's a shame, but at the end of the day, it's a long race, and I think we've got a strong race car, and I think we can, you know, Enrique is a little bit quicker than Cooper, so hopefully he should be able to get past him in the first stint and give me an easy lead to finish.
2 hours and 45 minutes on a track of 2.5 miles in length, 10 turns, and they're all fast. That's round 5 of the American Le Mans Series, and it's coming up next.